the Final Horizon. And I like the ideas, not a fan of the execution. I've completed this DLC.
You need to ascend the 4 towers of the Masters. They are memorials to the pilots who gave their lives to save the world. To find them...
I need you 3 to find the Chaos Emeralds. While I take care of something else.
Okay, basically, the difficulty. I'm just going right to it. It's not fun. I did not find it fun playing it. I'm enjoying this. I enjoyed the story, but as for the gameplay, it is not there. I think they heard people screaming for difficulty in Sonic game, and when they did that, instead of like making more challenging fights or similar to that, they just did it to the platforming.
Well, they're not doing it right. Like, so here's the thing. I like Sonic Frontiers, the base game, just fine.
Yeah.
I think it's a fun 3D platformer for Sonic. It's not my favorite. Like, I think one of my favorites is like Colors or even Unleash. But like this one, I just thought was just fine. It's definitely like within the top 5 for sure. With this DLC, it highlights the worst aspects of Sonic, where it's like you kind of realize. Like, not, like, the jumping, like, the jumping, the homing attack, not everything is precise, because this platforming is a very, like,
it's harder to do in 3D, so they
yes.
A homing attack is basically your normal jumping attack in a normal classic Sonic game.
It, like, you realize it's not doing everything they want you to do, and it's frustrating. So, with the trials, you have to climb these long towers. You have to do some really, like, tricky platforming. But if you fuck up, you fall, there's no checkpoints. You fall all the way down, and you have to climb your way all the way back up.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying. Like, I think when they said they're going to do difficult, make it more difficult, they just put the difficulty in a place that we didn't want it. Like,
yeah.
Like, they wanted challenging fights in the game. Right. They wanted challenging fights in the game, not more this nonsense sideways platforms or this falling back down every single time you fail. Honestly, like, I took Mark's advice and just put it on easy.
Yeah.
By the way, I just want to jump in just out of curiosity, because you guys last year were talking very positively about this game and the fact that it fixed many things about Sonic, it seemed.
The base game did that.
Yeah, the base game. So it's like this has to be quite a surprise in the fact that it just completely reverted that expectation. When they do things, they half-ass or they just plain old get it wrong. When it comes to trying to fit that balance of the fans and the normies, right? Who
basically, like, I'm pretty sure the fans are who are probably ones who's yelling at the screen saying, "Hey, this is not fun. This ain't fun."
I like challenge when it's optional. If it's like an optional mode, like extra stages, like I'll be cool with that, because there's plenty of games that have like optional challenge modes where it's like impossibly difficult, but it's like, hey, it's optional. It's not part of any story. It's not attached to any cutscenes. Fine. This is attached to like important story. This is attached to like important cutscenes I want to see, but they're locked behind these like stupid challenges, and I don't like it. A Sonic game that does like super like hard challenge perfectly for me is Sonic Unleashed, the HD version, in PS3 360. I mean, like they have challenges like the extra stages in like a Windmill Isle for all the levels. They have extra stages for all the levels, and they're all extra challenging. But like I didn't mind those because they were just extra stuff, not attached to any story, not attached to any cutscenes. And even Eggman Land, the final level, that was extremely challenging, but guess what? Checkpoints! Even though you have a life system, checkpoints.
Yeah, I see why they didn't put checkpoints in the Frontier maps, because it's supposed to be an open world, so putting a checkpoint there, as you're climbing the tower, doesn't really But they could have come up with something.
They could have did it anyway.
They could have come up with something to like, you got to a certain point and you press a button and then there's an elevator that leads you back up to this point.
I mean, the thing is, they could have like put they could have did something, because this is something they were like adding it like to the base game because they added new characters.
But to have to do all this to actually get the story, to actually get to the end of the game, it's not fun. And I was just like, I'm going to go back to it so that I can finish it and I can check off the mark.
So yeah, go ahead.
No, I was saying check the mark and like not your name. You know what I'm saying? It just came out.
You what?
God damn it. But I'm actually in no rush to get back to it. I will get back to it. I promise you. But I got other things.
No urgency.
Yeah.
No urgency.
'Cause them towers, that is just nonsense.
All right, and then there's the trials after you get to the towers, which are some are like dumb easy because like, hey, fight this, beat up this guy.
Yeah, I mean the first one was like no problem at all.
One of them was just like, it wasn't difficult, but it was annoying. It's like, why would you make this a trial? And that was Snake's trial where you have to silence these enemies.
Yeah,
they like take off their shells and you have to like.
But they were just so fast to redefend themselves that it got to the point where you're just like, how the hell am I supposed to do this? Like, we discussed earlier, we both found out different ways to end up beating that trial. Where I
had to fucking look up on the internet, like how to fucking.
I just started rapidly button pressing until something stuck, and I was like, oh,
I got annoyed.
I'm supposed to do this?
But here's the thing. It's like, this isn't fun. Like, this is just annoying. This is just like repetitive. And like, I want to see the developers playing this game. I don't think they fucking play tested their own shit. I want to be in front of them, watch them play it. I'm gonna be like, hey, tell me this is fun. Look me in the eye and tell me you're having a good time right now.
They're just sweating nervously, like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I think it's half their fault and also half our fault, not our fault, but other people's fault too. Keep.
Well, who's the other people, Martin? It's not my fault.
I don't bitch and moan about Sonic though. I don't bitch and moan.
I don't think it's about that. The thing is, it's like, just make it optional if you're gonna put in challenge. Like challenge is fine, but keep in mind this is like important story shit. And this is a game.
To put in easy in order to climb the tower, in order to give yourself like technically checkpoints. Like it's nonsense. It's just like please. Like
this is a game for fucking kids. You should.
And that's another thing. Like a lot of people don't realize this shit. Kids gotta play this, so you can't have it too difficult. Like I can imagine a child getting this DLC and just be like, what the fuck?
I am way too stressed.
Like, we're gonna look at other platformers. Again, Mario games, they do it perfectly where it's like, it's going to get a little bit harder every level, but not too difficult. It's not gonna feel impossible to the player. What is gonna feel impossible are those levels we put after you're done with the main story, if you want to do them. And you have to do extra shit to do it. Yeah, so you have to earn your way to this challenge. And if you earned your way, that's proven to us you can do that challenge. So here's our bullshit. And like they do it perfectly well every time.
Man. Crazy.
I don't know, man.
It's always one step forward, two steps back for you guys. It's always like, look at this positive thing, and then.
But there's I did like playing as the new characters they released.
So what new?
Let's get to those.
Yeah, what new characters are in this game?
Sonic. I mean, fuck. I said the first one. I said the first. I felt like I was about to name the characters.
It's how it happens. You're
just gonna list everyone that's available now. Is that?
I think I was about to name the fucking Superstars cast too. Anyway.
Sorry, that's hilarious. Roll credits, guys. Roll fucking credits.
Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. I like controlling
Amy.
2 out of the 2 like
Amy and Tails for me.
Amy and Tails for me. They massacred my boy Knuckles.
They did. Ooh. Like the fact that his whole gimmick is like it's ruined. The one thing that made him special beyond other characters is toned down to an unbelievably stupid degree. Like when I'm talking about his climbing.
I thought the specialty was that he was voiced by Idris Elba. Wasn't that the specialty?
In the movie.
That's all anyone knows about Knuckles. What are you talking about?
But yeah, so he can't climb.
I love Mario Wonder. Illumination did a good job making Mario.
Yes. Yeah, I don't understand, guys.
Like, props to Illumination for making Mario Wonder.
Absolutely. Just like Disney did a great job, like, with making The Prince of Persia. Like, fantastic.
Anywho.
But talking about new playable characters.
They butchered his gameplay to the point where it was like, I didn't want to play with him at all. I had him, as soon as I got the chance to switch his character out, I switched it out.
Right.
Because I'll let Mark get into the details of basically his
Alright, so the best person to play as was for me was Amy.
Yes.
She was the funnest to play as because also she has the most newest playstyle. Okay, something I don't like is
What do you mean by newest playstyle, by the way? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, well, they she does have these like tarot cards.
Yeah.
Fortune telling cards. And like she makes they're in her abilities now because the fortune telling cards was like a deep cut. It was like something mentioned in her manual and wasn't really utilized until it was like referenced a little bit in Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. But then the reference was brought back in Sonic Origins in one of those cutscenes, and now it's just like fully a part of her character in Sonic Origins.
Which I half like, half don't like.
I mean, Sonic Frontiers.
Frontiers, yeah. What I half like, because she does just do her normal attacks as with slapping you with cards, which is kind of silly since she has the
hammer. Which is in the hammer, it's still there, but it's just like a parry.
Yeah,
and it's like not her main attack. It's weird, but like I'm okay if they utilize both, but they're barely utilizing the hammer. It's like the hammer is kind of just there, but she's a tarot card person now. But it's like she kind of. Cause like she used to do hovering and all that shit with the fucking with the hammer, and it's just weird.
Yeah, but I can see why they did. I wouldn't mind the way they changed it with traversal abilities to be with the tarot cards or some kind of extra ability with the tarot cards. But yeah, like I said, it seems asinine to have the hammer not be her main attack weapon, like when she's going into fights.
Yeah, like her abilities like are mix and match in like the 3D games. It's weird. I remember in 06 she just had invisibility for some reason.
Yes, she did.
For no rhyme or reason. It just didn't make any sense. I think her best move set is in what they added in the classic games, the Origins, and they put in Superstars where like you hold the button like she has her hammer out.
Oh, the infinite hammer thing.
Yeah, I mean like, and you hold it while she's running. She like has it out. That's cool, and especially how they managed to do it with one button. Because when I first heard of Amy, because this is going off tangent a little bit, but like when I first heard of Amy getting into Origins, I thought they were just going to like kind of inspire her moveset for how it was in Sonic Advance 2. I didn't like her moveset in Sonic Advance 2 because like she has like a normal jump. You have to like use a hammer.
No. In Sonic Advance 2, they fixed that. In Sonic Advance, the first game, she had a normal jump, but in 2, they fixed it. She did have a spin jump.
Okay, it's been a while.
Okay. So yeah.
But yeah, like I thought it was gonna be like Sonic Advance.
Yeah,
I forgot she was a player.
I honestly don't like that jump at all. I don't like anyone who's not tucking when they jump in a Sonic game. Like if you're not tucking, then when you're landing, you're not attacking. So that part right there. The fact that she had to press an extra button in order to get her attack and like Sonic Advance or Adventures was never a thing that I really liked about her character. But
yeah, and usually when people like make ROM hacks and they add Amy to games, they like inspire it. They like inspire from the events.
And it just I just don't get why. I hate that.
That's the reference they have to go by.
But then we have Tails, who I enjoy the most playing as. Tails is my favorite character in the series.
his startup.
You don't like his flying, do you?
Huh?
You don't like his flying, do you?
It's fine. I just don't like that because Knuckles had the same problem too, where he has to do that charge up like, whoa!
Yeah. the little starting animations, the little extra animations they do.
Because I wish it was
necessary.
Again. Well, all these characters. I wish they all played like their adventure forms. It's like because like Tails is just like instant.
I do like that his flying is a little bit longer than it was.
I like that too. Like just that's the only thing though.
That is it's very forgetting across large gaps that it took Sonic a while to get to in other game in the regular map. I don't like, and I really don't like it. Thing is they got rid of his homing attack. Tails does not have a homing attack in his game. He has instead when you press the homing button, he throws wrenches at people.
I hate that. Why? I get he's a mechanic, but it's like, yeah, infinite wrenches. Cause like okay, bombs. He's
by design. When I'm playing a 3D Sonic game and I'm hitting close to an enemy, I'm gonna hit that button to home attack, and I'm not homing attacking. I'm hitting with wrenches. I get what they're doing, trying to separate him as being the tech guy, but he's almost, if not as capable as Sonic when it comes to these things.
It doesn't make sense. I feel like he was meant to have the homing attack because they gave it to Amy and Knuckles.
Exactly, and I'm just like,
that was probably. I feel like it was something by design they forgot.
Is this? It's weird because again, after listening to you guys last year about Frontiers, it's like it seems like again, like the development team around this kind of understood. Like, was this? Do you guys think a completely different development team entirely? Like that was given the reins on this? Like
no,
the creative idea.
No, I think like,
no, that was from the same director.
Yeah,
like how is that possible?
I think
that's. I don't know. That makes no sense. That's like Ryan Johnson taking over after J.J. Abrams, but it's not the same person. It's the same person. That doesn't make. Doesn't make sense.
Frontiers wasn't 100% correct, but like it was. But for what they had, it was good.
Right.
This is like he had more ideas, but but like it just like it's like George Lucas. It's just like, okay, you can stop now. It's like this is I don't think it was by him that. I don't know how to explain it. Go on. Yeah.
That it was was his designs on certain things. I like. He did have a lot of say into what's going on in the game, but I don't think it was him who designed certain things like the platforming challenges, like the towers themselves. I don't think it was him who did it.
Yeah, but I think he definitely okayed it.
Yeah, he definitely okayed it.
The buck stops with him, man. He can't, that's why, buck stops with him,
But
very surprised.
I do, like I said, I liked the base game a whole lot, but I'm in no rush to getting back to the DLC. I will finish it by the end of this month.
We haven't talked about my boy Knuckles.
But you can go top on that.
Oh yeah. Also, like I don't get the wrenches because like it makes sense when Tails had bombs. Okay, what it makes 06 movesets were so stupid. The dummy ring bombs didn't make any sense. But I'll do regular bombs instead of wrenches. But what doesn't make sense is why he doesn't have his tail attack. I was expecting that. I was looking for that on the moveset. It wasn't there either. It's cool that they brought back his Adventure 2 like I forgot mech.
Tornado?
Huh?
The tornado?
Is it just tornado? I thought it went by a different name when it was in mech form. But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. The Adventure 2 mech. But like it's cool they brought that back because you can fly around with that infinitely and have a giant laser.
Yeah.
What I wish I thought of, which I didn't think to think of, because like I was looking at other playthroughs and it's like I should have done that because I was just going through the story. I should have like looked for those like skill point Cocos, like the moment like instead of like because I was only like fighting the skill port Cocos. These are like little Cocos that like give you skill points.
Yeah. And
skill points give you more abilities.
I couldn't find them.
I wasn't trying to look for them. I was just getting them on the way.
I couldn't. No. Are we talking about the regular one? Or are you talking about the Elder Cocos? Because the Elder Cocos I could not find.
These like they have like little backpacks.
Okay, I was actively looking for them. So yeah, I whenever I switch to a character, I look for the they're just sitting out and about. Like they're not. Even getting...
I wish I was just like I didn't continue until I found them because they give the characters like infinite flight, infinite glide, and it's like that would have made the whole journey easy.
Yeah.
I was like shit. I wish I did that to begin. I thought of doing that to begin with. Because I was like, okay, I saw their skill I saw their skill points. Their skills they can unlock, and I was like, oh, that looks nice. I'm gonna get that later when I feel like it.
Did that also level them up? Because that was my problem was I couldn't level up any of the 3 new characters because I couldn't find where to level them up at.
You have to get the you have to find those little backpack Cocos.
No. Those not the skill points. Like the skill points. I'm talking about the actual levels to make their regular attacks stronger.
Oh, I don't know.
Like you did with Sonic in the normal game. You had to find an upper code.
Yeah.
To level yourself
I think
up.
you have to do that the same thing too.
Oh, that's.
Well, their strength doesn't matter because they don't do combat.
Okay.
They barely do combat. You have like small bosses and shit, but like they didn't make these characters for combat, even though they have combat skills, which is weird.
Really not.
Another thing is they start you off with so little movesets. Like you don't even have a side loop with these characters to begin with. You have to go out your way to find these Cocos and and unlock skills.
I made that mistake of not getting the side loop first, and was stuck for a while with aiming because I just could not do anything.
Like these are extra characters. If you're gonna play as extra characters, just like have them, because like make me like want to play these characters over the main character, and like just like have them just like have their own moveset. Because like they're just like they start you off like with nothing pretty much. Like you don't even have an attack. You have to like unlock the attack with the skill points. It makes no sense.
And
you gotta make me excited to play somebody who isn't the main character I've already been playing as.
I mean, I think they were just going for the fact that there was characters beyond Sonic, and since we haven't had a true modern game where you can play as these characters similar to a way you play as Sonic, and
If that's the case, give them their own. Because like what I was expecting when I first heard they were going to have other playable characters, I was like, yeah, give them their own mini campaign from start to beginning with them alone, and you choose a character.
I think that's how everyone thought that was going to be, like just a simple little campaign, not too long.
For each character, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was, but that's not really what we wanted. Like it in a way it was, but like in a totally different way it wasn't. I don't know how to phrase it. Both ways.
Right.
I didn't
You
expect
can't please everyone.
Yeah.
And then this is the after looking at it after is kind of changes the perspective of it. Sort of.
But yeah,
I might have misread that. I'm just over here.
but
Knuckles. Last thing is Knuckles. I don't. He's not very fun. He can only like climb walls on Pacific walls,
I was saying earlier,
which is stupid because they pretty much made him just like the other characters where they can also climb walls only on Pacific designated walls and not just climb everything. Because I thought. When I first thought we can play as Knuckles, I thought we was going to do some like Breath of the Wild shit where like we can just climb anything.
That's how they should have made it to distinguish him from the other characters. But as he is now, there's no point except the fact that it's Knuckles. That is the only thing that's good about it right now. That he's playable as a character. But like I said, yeah, the climbing. I felt no reason like the challenges that made for his climbing. Like, why can't I just do this with somebody else? They all could do this. They can all just get right up there where he is. The only thing that was strange about him, I think he can attack on the wall, but it's just one attack. It's not like a constant.
I was expecting some Devil May Cry combat on Knuckles. Is like when everybody. I remember when Unleashed came out, everyone should have said like this should have been Knuckles, and it's like yeah, but like we finally got like a Devil May Cry like Sonic game, and it's like. Okay, Knuckles is playable, so like, where's his combat moves? Oh, he gets a 1, 2, 3. Anything else? No.
Someone dropped the gun on this. Really dropped the ball.
Yeah. And dude, I'm not gonna spoil it, but like that fucking Master Coco trial. Oof, that was a miss. I can't wait to hear what your thoughts on it when you finally get through it though.